more drama still ahead as we kick into top gear once more for match day number 4 in the European 2020. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video, this time taking in another look at matchday number 4, part 2 in the European 2020 qualifying campaign, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to get you bang up to date with all things 2020 qualifying campaign, Blackburn Rovers, world football. We're going to all here under one roof. So before we get stuck into matchday number 4, part 2, we're going to take a look back at matchday number 3, part 2 as well, to see how many of those predictions I got right, and of course how many of them suckers I got wrong. So kicking off the results and my predictions, let's get going with Estonia up against Northern Ireland. The final score on this one, my friends, was a 2-1 victory in favour of Northern Ireland. I tell you now, folks, I did pretty well on these bad boy predictions, I'll tell you that. So I got this one bang on the nose, boys. 2-1 in favour of Northern Ireland. Meanwhile, Belarus took on Russia, and that ended up as a 2-0 victory for the Germans away from home to continue their amazing start in the group. 2 wins out of 2 for them. I actually saw it as a more comfortable victory, but a victory none the same. 4-0 victory for Germany. Croatia took on Wales, and obviously Croatia, the World Cup finalists, taking on Wales with Gareth Bale, but unfortunately Gareth Bale was on the losing side. 2-1 victory for Croatia. And guess what, folks? I got that one bang on the nose. That's right, 3 out of 3, if you know what I mean. Moving on to Azerbaijan, taking on Hungary. That is over in group number E, or letter E, and that ended up as a 3-1 victory for Hungary on the road, and that puts them top of the pops ahead of Croatia and Wales. I actually saw it as a 2-1 victory for Hungary. That's right, not a red square in sight. Iceland took on Albania over in, what group are they in? I can't remember. They must be in Group H. That's right. And Iceland picking up a victorious 1-0 victory at home to give themselves 3 points and closing the gap on those top spots. Actually saw it as a 2-0 victory in favour of Iceland. So, again, not too shabby indeed. Got the correct result, just the incorrect scoreline. Moving over to Moldova up against Andorra. Same group. And that ended up as a 1-0 victory for Moldova in the end. That gets them up and running as well. Andorra now rock bottom of the table. Played three defeats. Actually, so it was another 1-0 win, boys and girls. So look at the sea of yellow and orange. Yeah, not a red button in sight. Turkey took on France, same group as well, Group H. And once again, 2-0 victory for Turkey. Yep. A lot of people didn't see that coming, but guess what, folks? I saw it coming. In fact, I saw it as a 3-2 victory in favour of Turkey. So not too shabby indeed. Yes, another victory for me. Moving on to Russia up against San Marino over in Group I. Now, yes, everyone saw this one coming, a victory for Russia, of course, but nobody saw a big fat 9-0 victory for Russia. But they got one. I actually only saw it as a 3-0 victory, but a victory none the same. And again, not a red square in sight. Belgium took on Kazakhstan, also in that same group. I was like, Kazakhstan got the win against Scotland last time out, or you know what I mean, most recently. But Belgium continue their impressive start to the group. 3-0 victory for them over Kazakhstan. Actually saw it was a 4-1 victory for Belgium. Man, Scotland got it late, very, very late, with Stevie Clarke's first game in charge of the national team. Scraping by a 2-1 victory over Cyprus over in Scotland. I actually saw it was a 2-0 victory. So again, not wrong, just a little bit different with the old goal scorers. Meanwhile, Armenia took on Liechtenstein, and that is over in Group J, and Armenia picking up a 3-0 victory over Liechtenstein, who are one of the whipping boys within European football. So expected to get a victory for Armenia, and that gets them up and running as well with their first 3 points on the board. I actually saw it was a 2-1 victory for Armenia. I did see 3 goals in it, just distributed a little bit differently. Now here we go, folks. The blip, the 1X on my grid. Finland up against Bosnia, same group. It was a difficult one. Obviously, Bosnia a tricky side, but Finland proving to be a little bit of a bogey side here. 2-0 victory for Finland over Bosnia. I actually saw it was a 2-2 draw, folks. So I saw it was going to be 4 goals in it, but not victory in sight. But unfortunately, got that one wrong. And Finland taking up 3 points, and that pushes them up to second spot in Group J. And wrapping it up, it was Greece up against Italy, and I saw, well, the actual final score was a 3-0 victory for Italy, but I saw it was a 3-1 victory for Italy. So once again, not too shabby when you look at it. Just the one blip in my armour right there, and that was the Finland-Bosnia result. The rest were pretty much bang on. Now kicking on forward to Tuesday, the 11th of June, and these matches will take place. And here are my predictions. Let's kick it all off with Group letter C. That's right, Belarus are taking on Northern Ireland. Obviously, Northern Ireland doing pretty good so far. 3 wins out of 3 for them so far, but will they get another one up against the Belarus side, who are bottom of the table? 3 defeats out of 3. It's going to be tricky. Northern Ireland are doing just enough to get themselves in contention, and they'll continue it with another victory away from home, and that will be a 1-0 win for Northern Ireland up against Belarus. Meanwhile, in the same group, Germany will take on Estonia. Germany also unbeaten, 100% record so far, and that includes the victory over Holland, but they'll take on Estonia, who are also 100% in the wrong. They've yet to pick up a point, so 2 defeats out of 2. And they'll lose this one as well. Germany will come out on top with another victory. Big fat 3-0 win, and that'll put them on 9 points, but just 3 behind Northern Ireland. Meanwhile, over in Group where are we? Group E, and it'll be Azerbaijan taking on Slovakia. Obviously, Azerbaijan bottom. Slovakia 3 points better off. But who's going to come out on top on this one? It's difficult to call this one. I do think Azerbaijan will get something out of it. I think it's one of those difficult ones. Slovakia are the better side, but I still think Azerbaijan will surprise us all and take home a point. Meanwhile, in the same group, Hungary will take on Wales. Hungary currently top the pops on goal difference ahead of Croatia in a very, very tight group. Wales and Slovakia plus Azerbaijan do have a game in hand, but I do see this one going in favour of Wales away from home. 2-1 victory, and that will put them possibly on top of the pops. That is right. Meanwhile, Albania will take on Moldova, and that takes place over in Group where are we? H. That's right. And Albania currently 0 points on the board out of 3 games up against the Moldova side, who are 3 points better off, and they got themselves a victory already on the board. But who was going to come out on top on this one? I think Albania will come out on top on this one. In fact, I told a lie. I told you the Andorra stats. Albania are on level points with Moldova, 3 points out of a possible 9. So this will make them 6 points and possibly push them into top 2 consideration, depending on what goes on elsewhere. Andorra will take on France in the same group. Obviously, France slipping up against Turkey most recently, up against Andorra. So this should be a game, set, and match for France. No problems, and I expect them to score a few goals along the way. But I'm going to play conservative and just give it a 3-0 victory for France in the end. Iceland will take on Turkey over in Reykjavik. I suspect now Iceland are... I've got 1 defeat so far in their campaign after 3 games, but Turkey currently top the pops with 3 wins out of 3. But I do think they'll slip up a little bit here up against Iceland over on their turf. So I do think it's going to be a 2-2 draw in favour of everybody, because everyone will take home a point in that draw. Meanwhile, in Scotland's group, that is right, Kazakhstan obviously picking up the points against Scotland. We're not going to forget that one anytime soon. Up against San Marino, so this is a game where Kazakhstan should get themselves some points on the board, and I expect them to score some goals as well. 3-1 victory for Kazakhstan over San Marino, and that'll give them 6 points on the board and possibly put some pressure on Scotland, because they take on Belgium, who are currently flying high in Group I. Top of the pops, 3 wins out of 3, 9 points on the board. Obviously, the World Cup semi-finalists doing the business and one of the favourites to go all the way and possibly win the stinking thing. I do expect Scotland to lose their first game under the managerialship of what's-his-chop, Steve Clarke. So, unfortunately, it's going to be a difficult game, this. If Scotland were to get something out of this, I think they might have turned the corner, and maybe, just maybe, they can get themselves out of this group, maybe into playoffs contention. Anyway, Russia take on Cyprus, also in Group I, and Russia flying high as well. 2 wins out of 3, just the 1 defeat for them, 6 points on the board. Up against the Cyprus side, we've got 3 points, 1 win, 2 defeats on the board as well. Can Cyprus get themselves back into it? I don't think so. Russia are scoring goals for fun right now. They just scored 9 against San Marino, scored another 4 here up against Cyprus. 4-1 victory for them. Then moving on to the final group. It is Group J. Greece will take on Armenia. Greece are in 3rd spot currently in Group J. 5 points off the leaders, that is Italy. Now Greece have got a 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss record up against the Armenia side, who've got 3 points as well. So it's tight. It's tighter than you suspect, but I think Greece will come out on top with a 2-0 victory over Armenia. Meanwhile, Italy take on Bosnia. Now Bosnia are stuttering and starting right now. 4th spot in Group J. 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss for them. 4 points on the board. Still 5 points adrift of Italy. Can they get anything out of this one? I don't think so. I think Italy will take home all 3 points with 3 goals. 3-1 victory over Bosnia, and wrapping it up, it'll be Liechtenstein up against Finland. Finland surprising us all in Group J with 6 points on the board, and they should make it another 9 points on the board. Another 3 points to make it 9 points with the chief whipping boys Liechtenstein in action, and it'll be a big fat 3-0 win for Finland, and that will wrap up match day number 4, part 2 in your European 2020 qualifying. That's pretty much all I've got for you today, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the thumbs up. But if you do, smash the subscribe. I try and bring you videos each and every single day in any capacity. Obviously, it is kind of the quiet season right now, but there is still plenty of content to be coming out of the channel, and including some Cast the Cat predictions. And speaking of content as well, I'm going to be going live over on Twitch starting Monday the 10th of June, continuing throughout the month of June into July. Live sessions as I predict the outcomes of the African Cup of Nations, the Copa America, and of course the Gold Cup, boys and girls. All these major tournaments about to kick off at the same time. So trying to keep abreast of those will be quite tasty. If you want to join in the fun, it's going to be an interactive show live on Twitch every single day, or most of the days. There are a couple of little breaks in between. But yeah, link to my Twitch channel in the old description below. Get there, get involved, get yourself, follow me over on there, and then you'll be notified when I go live, and that is very, very soon. In fact, could it be now? I don't even know. I don't even know when this video is going to go out. So yes, yeah, looking forward to it. So hopefully you can join me there. Also, make sure you drop your own opinions down in the comment section what you think is going to happen in this match day and beyond. And yes, also if you want to join me and supporting the channel in another way, there is the link to my Patreon channel as well down in the comment section down below. So check that sucker out. Anyway, folks, it's got a lot to do, lot to think about, lot to get excited about. Plenty for more predictions coming over here via this channel or over on Twitch. I'll see you very, very soon. Ciao. If you're looking for some more great Gold Cup content, why don't you join me for one of my live sessions over on Twitch? Details to that sucker in the old description down below. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date. All things Blackburn Rovers related, championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.